We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And out a little.
Here we go. 52 blue. On the ball.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as fall incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
52 blaster. Drill green.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Set, ready. Blue 32.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Falcons at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
2nd and 4. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Tight end right. Odd. 3 down. Odd.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They're going to look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
3 down.
2nd and 15. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Kill. Turn it up.
Black Ultra.
Turn it up. Watch the safety creep.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Green Jack. Ready. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch 13. Watch 13. Watch tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Check 43. Check the heartbeat.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He completes it to Julio Jones. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones, 69 yards. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Yellow. Yellow, go.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book.
Everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. All
our score after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Colts up. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, set, black, 95.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight
22 needle blue.
36.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 32 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two? One seed, so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't, and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. CeeDee Lamb. 36 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready, set, go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down.
Smash, red. Set, punt.
They'll look to throw. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
Yellow, 22. Red, cycle.
Out. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Set, hunt, 33. Yellow.
Watch tight end. Tight right. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Hunt.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This pass. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
3 down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete on the football there, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
White. Strike. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That'll be complete to Breida. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Hey, 4 down.
Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He completes it to Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check steal. Mega.
Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got room. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their play as well.
Mike 16. Watch the backer.
Ready.
They'll run here with Taylor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Woods. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Flush to his right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yellow, 22.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends
Blue striker.
3 down, 3 down. Kill, kill, kill.
Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Yellow, zoom.
Motion.
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side. There's London. Touchdown! Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Ultra.
Check nickel.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, turn it up.
Ready.
Tua, a final shot before half.
Check. Fresno.
And Woods has it complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On third down, here's Taylor. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
There defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He finds his man complete. That's Chambers. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I know he ain't got it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Second and 3.
Go.
Oh, the ball hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grip. Without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this will be a Falcons first 5-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by... Going to be made at the 38. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Check Fury. Fast, ready, go.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And a short. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Breida. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. On the ground now, he has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
We got 4. We got 4.
43 rail, black ultra.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yellow, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And all the way 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Breida will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Trouble, 38.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Cut. Check.
Drill, 52. Green Jack.
Ritter will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Switch. Under crush. Switch. Hey, watch the edge.
Hey, go Fury.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
26 Mike. Stop your whining. 26 Mike. You don't know no better. Check 43. Check it.
Steal.
Crunch.
Hey.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Steps away to his left. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
10 cycles. Mega.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
97. Yellow. 52 blue.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Got 3. Show it up. 25. Check 25.
Ultra.
Check.
Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Switch.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
26 Mike. Squeeze, double. 36. Check 26. Alert 3.
Hey, check Mega.
13. Check 13.
Slice blue. Go pick.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. I'm coming. Switch it. Come on.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
SOS.
Looking to throw on second down. Tua. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
26 Mike. Time to go. Night. Hey, alert 3. Back.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Down. 60 red.
I'm coming.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
A big conversion on 4th down, but no timeouts left, so you got to go quick here.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll look to run with Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it'll be Taylor.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Take 4. Kill.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know.